Come in.
I can't. Let me look and see if I can see you.
Somebody pop up, but we can't see. Let me see, who is it?
There you are.
Hey y'all, I'm back. Part two. God bless you. Hey Chancey.
Oh,
Next
God.
week.
Who is Chancey?
Chancey. We wait for Jennifer to pop in.
Yeah, you see her as a delay.
Mm-hmm. Hey Tina. Hey cousin Tina.
Hey, Chancey.
We wait to pop in. Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey Jeremy.
He said, "What are you talking about, sis?"
Hey Alicia. There we go.
We got it, y'all.
Just 2 hours later.
I know, right? All right, y'all.
And we're not sisters.
No, we're not.
Y'all
But
can
we
hear our
are,
story.
though. Okay. Um, Y'all can hear that?
No, not yet. My name is Sharice, and I'm baby mama.
Name is Jasmine, and I'm baby mama.
Okay, right.
Got 3 more minutes, y'all. We're gonna start. It's gonna be every Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
Well, I'm not gonna be baby mama every Tuesday.
What today's topic is. It's gonna be Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Different topics. Like I said, you can drop it in the comment, inbox me, or text me, whatever you want to talk about. But for the next couple of weeks, it's gonna be great.
All right. So, okay. So, hey, y'all, we back again. So we're gonna do episode 2, which is co-parenting unlocked. So I'll introduce us. My name is Jen. This is Sharice and Jasmine.
Hey.
So the question of the day is: do you believe positive relationships can exist between baby mamas, new girlfriends, wives? Why or why not? So what do y'all think?
Well, yes, I'm gonna start off. Yes, I do, because it's very important. Because no, I just let Jazz tell her story.
Well, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, obviously, I feel like baby mamas, girlfriends, wives, or whatever can coexist with one another, because obviously that's our relationship, but over time, our relationship has blossomed into more of a friendship versus just being a baby mama. So it's definitely true that a positive relationship between just us having kids with the same co-parent, it can exist. So I definitely think that it's something that can happen, but you got to do the work. And in this instance, it wasn't a whole lot of work.
Right. So, my daughter is 8.
And my daughter is 12. So there's about it's really like a 3.5 year difference, because her daughter will be 9 real soon, and my daughter won't be 13 until the end of the year. But pretty much, you want to ask the next question? Or
Yeah.
just...
Yeah, I was just wondering what y'all was gonna say. But
Okay.
I just wanted to know, so how did y'all meet?
Well,
I'll say that how we met was through
the original encounter. If we don't talk about that, it was never an introduction of, hey, this is who I'm dating, or this is who I'm seeing. It wasn't the truth, obviously, because on my part, I was still being told different things as far as trying to rectify our relationship, when it was apparent that he had moved on to Sharice. Now, me being a woman, I can see things and I know things, and when things don't look right, they just don't look right, obviously. But I knew it was something more than a cousin, is how she was introduced to me. But that was our first introduction, and that was actually before she had her daughter. But again, when I met her, she'll tell you the day that we met, or the day that we saw each other initially for the first time, there was no drama. Like, I didn't even step foot in the apartment. I stepped in the doorway, grab my child, hi, bye, I'm going to the car. That was literally it, because I've never been the type that's been on any type of drama or anything like that. It's even when I'm being lied to, I just don't see a need to be that type of person that's coming after a female when it's not her that's lying to me, it's the opposing party that's lying to me. So that was our initial encounter. Now, the second time where we actually talked and we actually met one another, I believe that Sharice originally asked for my phone number, but it was denied, because obviously the opposite party is going to say, well, she's not going to like you, she ain't going to want to talk to you, whatever that may be. And that wasn't the case. I didn't even know Sharice really existed. But I ended up finding out about her through social media, and I found out about her baby. I didn't find out about her. I found out about the baby. And so, me being the type of mother that I am, I don't want my kids growing up, or my child growing up, not knowing who her siblings are. So I reached out to the person that we have in common, and I asked for her phone number. I just, he didn't live here. He lived in Texas at the time. And I just told him that, if you have a child out here, I want my child to know her siblings. I don't want my child growing up kissing on the sibling. Like, I want her to know who her people are. And so I asked for her phone number, and I reached out. Like, and it wasn't on no messy stuff. I'll let Sharice tell y'all about it, but it wasn't on no messy stuff.
So after I had my baby, I think it was like, what, a couple weeks? Or was it?
Well, it was like it was like in December, because she was like 9 months.
Okay, well, she was 9 months. So she reached out to me. Was it through Facebook?
No, I text you.
Oh, she texted me and sent me introduce herself and tell me who she was. And I heard of her, but her name and stuff like that. And plus her daughter used to come around all this, come around and stuff like that. So I knew her daughter name and her name and stuff like that. So when she reached out to me and stuff like that, and then she was like, she just went to, talk and stuff like that. She not on no drama and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, cool. So I called, and man, I'm telling y'all,
we stayed on the phone for hours.
Like we knew each other. Like
5 hours. It was a long conversation, and it was pretty much just rehashing a lot of the stories, you know, just comparing and contrasting, and not necessarily it wasn't even on no bashing type stuff. And, you know, that's how most men and outside women view baby mama situations. They think that, you know, you can only get together to bash the other party. It wasn't even on no bashing stuff. It was just like, sis, what you need? Do you need me to come get your baby for you? Like, I'll come get her. They can hang out at my house. They can hang out at your house. But, you know, that developed over time. Once we started to trust one another and once we developed a relationship, it wasn't even on no hating type stuff. It was just like, hey, we both here in the same city. We literally live less than 5 minutes from one another. And it was like, he's not here. He's in Dallas. We might as well, you know, join forces and make it do what it do with these kids. Like, you know, they deserve to know each other. And so from like, since Mariah was 9 months up until now, it's just been, and she's 8, and it's just been, you know, good. Like, you know, hey, what Mariah got going on at school, or Kayla got a basketball game, or whatever it may be, it's just making sure that they show up for one another, because both of us, we're the first daughters in our family, and we know the weight that comes with. And my child is the first daughter in her family, and I have to teach her that, you know, you have to look out for your siblings. Like, this is your responsibility as being the oldest. And I have to set that example, just like Cherie set the example for her boys and her daughter. You have to show them. If you don't show them, then they don't know.
Well, that's good. So y'all didn't have like any problems, like, oh, I can't stand her, blah blah. Like, y'all just didn't have no problems with it.
Nope.
I think the problems come in when there's still love, or there's still a certain type of feeling for the opposing party. And I feel like even when it comes to girlfriends, because I'm baby mama number 1, she baby mama number 2, and then there's baby mama number 3 that also used to be married to him. And in that situation, initially it was friction. We ain't gonna sit here in front of y'all. It was friction when it came to number 3, but the friction wasn't necessarily because we didn't like her or I didn't like her. I mean, Sharice can speak for herself, but it wasn't that I didn't like her. It was just, you know, when you new to a situation, you really don't know the background of what comes with it. So you're only gonna listen to what you're being told. So when this picture or this representation, negative representation of you is being painted, that's what they're gonna believe. And that's what that situation was with, you know, number 3. But today, there's no issues. Like, once we've actually sat down, had a conversation, I've gotten to know her, she's gotten to know us, and, you know, there's no beef. Like, there's no need. Ultimately, our goal is to make sure these kids get along and that they know each other. Like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, because, you know, some women are not mature enough to sit down and talk to the other woman. And that's why it would never work. And I commend both of y'all for doing y'all part and being grown women on y'all grown women stuff.
One thing that I do feel like needs to be said is that when it comes to me getting into another relationship or being with another man, there's nothing that a man can come to me and tell me about his baby mama, about anybody that he used to date. It's up to us as adults to try and figure out that opposing party. True enough, you might have had a negative experience with them, but who's to say that's going to be my experience? So my advice to incoming girlfriends, wives, whatever they may be, get to know the opposing party, because 9 times out of 10, what you're being told is not 100% accurate. Like, you only hearing part of the story. And true enough, both of us got
stories,
books, encyclopedias, child. Google would do no justice on the stuff that I could say about the opposing party. But I have gotten to the point, and Sharice has gotten to a point to where it's pointless, like, rehashing and reliving that stuff. Like, for what? Like, no. Hey, you get to know them. When you get to know him, how circle back, and then we can see if he's still in the same energy or whatever. But me coming up front and telling you up front about that person, nah, I ain't doing it. I'm not.
So, and then 9 out of 10, he's not here. So they have the great relationship. They in that plan now.
Right.
It don't matter if they see each other 5 minutes. It's gonna make their day.
When I even tell my child I was coming over here up until the minute we was coming over here, she's like, "Oh, how long we staying over there?" Because that's just the relationship and the love that they have for each other. And I know it make me feel good. I'm sure it makes Sharice feel good because, you know, you obviously want to know who your siblings are, especially when it's siblings that you don't grow up in a house with.
Yeah. And sis, do you have any advice that you can offer other women in a similar situation?
Just like I say, it's two sides to every story. You know, of course, if you into the relationship with the guy, you know, you're gonna hear his story and stuff like that. But also, if you know, woman up to, you know, that you want these kids to be involved with each other, you know, you want to reach out to the woman to, you know, just have a conversation. You know, if it just, you know, talking on the phone or let's meet up for lunch. You know, it's
Church.
yeah, we went to church together. We'd have been to church together. We did everything with the girls, like so.
Church, out of town,
Yeah.
fair, whatever it is going on, I'm pulling up. Like, and she do the same thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right, Santa Prayer. Because some people like, how y'all? I'm not from here. Jasmine's from here.
I am from here.
It's like that. It wasn't like that Usher messing with the same girl. No. So it's just a relationship that we build. Since Mariah was 9 months, she reached out to me and stuff like that. Like she stated that she tried to get my contact information, and it was, you know, told a different way. So, you know, she wanted to wear around her way, you know. So that's my advice, to get to know the other person. Don't he say, she say. You can be in love with, but still, you know, think about the kids.
Don't be so in love that you blinded by the truth. How about that? Like,
I like that. Like,
no, you got to open up them eyes and see what you need to see, because a lot of times it's there and people just don't want to see it. Like, no, like if you notice if the two parties can't hold a conversation with one another without them going from 0 to 100, you need to be doing some research, because it's probably bigger than what you're being told.
Yeah. So how does y'all relationship impact y'all kids? That's the last question. So
I think that it has a positive impact because they see that both of their mothers get along so well. And I can say that when it comes to both girls, like, they have conversations like little old women. Now, them the golden girls for real. And they feel so comfortable having a conversation, whether it be with Sharice or with me. I pick up the phone and call Sharice. Girl, let me tell you what these old ladies said. And the fact that, you know, you have kids that love coming talking to you about everyday issues. Listen, if you from Little Rock, we probably know all your business. Because them kids really do talk, and Sharice child know everybody.
we call her Little Boosie Boo. Now, Kaylee, she's like quiet.
She quiet.
So, but
Lil Boosie know everybody in the city, and everybody know her. And so, you know, just being able to have fun with them, and I feel like they look at us like, you know, dang, I can really go and talk to my mom, or I can go and talk to Jasmine and tell them, you know, what's going on in everyday life. You know, you always want your kids to have an advocate, to feel an out, and not necessarily feel like they got to bottle everything up. And I feel like us being as close as we are because of our kids, they always feel like they have an out between, you know, one of us. Because, baby, they gonna talk. They gonna talk.
So, anybody in the comments want to drop, anybody on the live want to drop any comments that they might be having an issue with?
Any comments, questions?
What's it saying?
Or the fact that they don't have to choose is really good. That's true. That's very, very true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Girl,
let me see what else. It was a couple Pretty much. I know through the comments, we was reading through, and it pretty much was everybody saying that it really takes two strong people to really have to have a relationship. What happened?
Chauncey said they will be forever grateful for you, ladies. I've tried. I'm just gonna let the Lord do. Listen, let me tell you something. What's that name? Chance. Let me tell you. It's been some situations we done had to pray on.
Yeah.
Like I said, 1, 2, and it's a 3. And then it's a girlfriend. Yeah, it's been some stuff that we done had to pray on. Like this relationship and the relationship with number 3, it was work getting to this point. Listen, well, this wasn't no work, but the extensions, it was work. Like, and she'll tell you same thing about me, because about my child, I get you together. But yeah, it's work. It don't happen overnight. Definitely pray about it. You gotta go deep.
And then another thing, like it's be like sometimes we'll be me and Jasmine and the other one. We'll be, taking up on each other and stuff like that in groups or whatever. And, it might be something, something to say. So it's like Jasmine, my person, like, sis, calm down. So I'm not.
It's not with the third one. I don't want y'all to think that, no, we just not saying her name because she's not on live. And we hadn't approved this through her. So we cool. We all on the same page. Now, we don't have some other issues, but we ain't gonna go through them details. But I try to be, number one, I'm gonna be by the book. I'm gonna read the law and what the law states. Number 2, gonna pop off and tell you about your mama, grandma, and everybody else. Number 3, she gonna FBI and investigate everything. Like, it's levels to this.
Yeah.
But I try to pull my BFF here back sometimes because she'll take it there. But
Chance is wearing on me.
She'll take it there sometimes. And sometimes it needs to happen. Chance, you're friend. But I try to be me. I try to be the calm to the storm, because the storm is raging sometimes. But sometimes the storm is necessary. It is, but I have to pull it back sometimes.
And somebody said, and that's how it should be. Wait, it says that's how it should be. Be for what? Everyone is grown.
Period.
Yeah, but they don't act their shoes. So I saw that in the comment, like, can they need to act their shoe size and stuff like that. So
yeah. Sometimes you don't have that luxury when it comes to the opposite co-parent. Sometimes it doesn't happen, and it's unfortunate. But the way that I try to operate when it comes to us, and the other one is like, hey, we got to be above this madness, and I'm gonna take you legally. That's me. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I'm illegal now. Illegal.
Yes, I know, but this really makes my heart smile. I know Granny is smiling in heaven, Sharice.
Yeah,
Granny, Grandma.
I know.
I didn't get to meet her, but she knew me. She trusted that baby with me. I can tell you that. She definitely knew me. Where Mariah is, she was just, okay. Yeah. But that was another thing, like, since Sharice and I have been friends, Sharice lost her grandmother, and I was able to be there for her when it first happened and helping her go through her grandmother's things, and just being there. Like I said, it's about building a relationship, and it's about building a friendship. Same thing if it happened with number 3, even if it happened with a girlfriend or whatever. Even with the COVID stuff, I'm texting, hey, y'all good? Even though I don't get them texts, I don't get that luxury. I get it from her, but I don't get that luxury from everybody else. I'm still going to reach out. Hey, you good? Is there anything that I can do for you? Because I know what I want as a person, and hopefully over time, it'll be able to be something like that. Right now, we ain't there. But over time, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, y'all got any last remarks or anything?
You want to show the girls?
We can. Y'all want to see them kids?
Yeah, I want to see our kids.
I got an extra.
Mariah. Bring your big sissy.
And that little one, child.
Yeah. Stay on fire.
Come here.
This
Come here, Kylie.
So this is my daughter.
Bring, So Mariah, the 8-year-old, she don't count. She not. She don't count. That's about how Mariah looked when I met her. That's my daughter Riley, and then this is my oldest, Kaylee, and Kaylee and Mariah are sisters, and so they've been knowing each other since. Well, they've been knowing each other Mariah's whole life, but they've been consistently hanging out with each other outside of their other parent since Mariah was 9 months.
See? Teamwork make a dream work. Is there any more questions?
Yeah, I'm done. Okay, bye. Bye, Mama. Oh, I forgot to show y'all. I show you my hair.
I got the bundles.
Just for something. Y'all check out the natural gray highlight. Natural.
Thank you.
Just for Facebook Live, I straightened my hair. We'll get a ponytail tomorrow.
Thank everybody that came on, that tapped in this week. Like I said, every Tuesday at 6, I will be going live on different topics. Next Tuesday at 6, we got a different. It's gonna be a good topic as well. All of them gonna be good. It's like that. It's just stuff that I'm uncovering. You know, from what I said. My podcast is uncovering. What is it? Uncover from the darkness.
From the darkness, yes.
Yeah, y'all know my tongue be twisted, but uncover from the darkness and stuff. So, Chancey Ware, be ready next week, okay? That's my other girl. So it just, stuff. I'm bringing people like on here that's overcome stuff and ready to tell their story, because everybody have a story to tell, like everybody. And I just been, that was on my heart to come 2022 to tell my story and to help others. Jasmine?
Well, I'm not going Facebook Live anymore. This is my first and my last time. So hi to all Sharice's friends. And I think I saw one of my friends on here. Hey, Jay. But anyways, y'all will catch mine in a book. Let's just leave it on the altar. Chancey, I need you to lay that on the altar. My life will be a bestseller, honey, a bestseller. But this is fun, and I always wish you the best in every adventure, endeavor, everything that you say you gonna do. I'm always your biggest cheerleader. Even when you told me I'm buying a house, girl, what? Okay, we coming through. Or Jasmine, I'm doing this. Jasmine, I'm doing that. I'm always be your biggest cheerleader. If I can ever be there for you in any way, you always know you can call me. Pull up on me, whatever you need. Because I know being the oldest daughter, you being the oldest child and the oldest daughter, it comes with a lot of responsibility. And I love Sharice's family just like they were my family. Shantae, when you see me in Walmart, what's up? She already knows. She know what I look like with a mask on. But, it's always love for all of y'all. And I can't wait to see what else you're going to bring to the table, because I definitely watched last week. And this was everything. I'm proud of you, girlfriend.
So, see y'all next Tuesday at 6 o'clock, y'all. 6 o'clock. Y'all don't want to miss it. Y'all have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.